Witch of Jasmine, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a reading for Taurus moons. How are you? Oh, whoops, sorry. How are you doing, Taurus moons? It's great to see you. Happy Friday. If you're watching this on a Friday, that's when I'll be uploading it, but of course that's my time. But anyway, hi, hello. Thank you so much for stopping by because I have a reading for you. Oh, and happy Taurus season, by the way. Hope it's treating you guys well. I have a Taurus stellium in my chart, so I happen to really like Taurus energy. But anyway, this is not about me. Oh my gosh, as I'm shuffling out your cards, I invite you to take some deep breaths. To calm yourself, ground yourself, center yourself. Get relaxed, get comfy. Let's see what's going on with you guys. I've got my cat Cheralyn in the background, so if you hear any noises, that's what that is. Alright, we've got a bonus card. I had a feeling we were going to have a bonus card today. Alright, let's take a look at your cards. So for the Oracle card, we have Hope with Taurus and the air element. Hope you can't hear that noise in the background. Some guys doing yard work. Anyway, we have Two of Wands reversed. King of Cups. The Star reversed. Queen of Wands. The Wild Hunt, aka the Tower. And lastly, the Witch reversed, aka the Magician reversed. Then we will flip this card over whenever I feel like it's time to flip it over. Okay, Taurus moons, good news. This seems like a very simple and straightforward reading. I guess we'll start here with this King of Cups with the Wild Hunt, aka the Tower. If you are not aware, the Tower is a pretty infamous card in tarot. It basically tells the story of a tower that has been standing for a very long time, but over time it has started to decay, and there's, little rocks and pebbles starting to kind of crumble off of it, and it's cracking in some places, and there may have been some attempts to kind of fix it, but ultimately there really just is no saving this tower. It's kind of just slowly crumbling, and then one day it finally just collapses, falls to the ground, utterly destroyed. So that's what we call a tower moment. Now, I don't want to scare you because I have a feeling that this is not anything very present. I think this is talking about something that happened in your past. I don't know how long ago in your past. But with this King of Cups, I think this is a situation where everything in your life, or maybe everything in one particular part of your life, just suddenly crashed to the ground, blew up, burned, right? And you had to rebuild that, right? Because the idea with the tower is that when it falls, as scary and dangerous and sometimes even traumatic as that can be, the silver lining is that you do get that chance to rebuild a much better tower, a stronger one, a taller one, a more functional one, whatever the case, right? So I think this is a situation where you did have that tower moment and you rebuilt it. And through that rebuilding process, you did a very good job of learning to handle and control, validate, and feel through all of those emotions. Hi, Halen. Halen wants to say hi to you guys. And I think, I kind of feel like this is something that happened like a while ago. But, you know, obviously the timeline can be different. But I say that because this feels like something that you've more or less healed from, right? It's something you've made your peace with, you've let go, you've forgiven, whatever the case. I feel like you generally feel a lot of peace with that situation. So all of this to say, I think you're in another situation very similar to that. And it's important that you use, you're so cute, Ellen, that you use that wisdom that you found through that situation going into this one. Because maybe this even feels like something, whatever it is you're going through right now, it feels like something you've never gone through before. It feels like something that you're dealing with for the first time. And obviously there's this, we're talking about hope in this reading and feeling optimistic and feeling like you can handle this, you know? And I feel like you are struggling to access that right now. You're like, I've never gone through anything like this before. And that this, you know, I haven't dealt with anything to this extent before, to this extreme before. This feels way bigger than anything I've ever done before. I would invite you to ask yourself, have I actually never dealt with something like this before, or have I? And have I actually overcome something like this before? Now, I don't know. I don't think I can really get into any detail about what this situation is. I think this reading is more so just picking up on the energy of how you're feeling, not necessarily what's going on. And this reading isn't going to assure you whether or not it's going to work out or not. I think the point of this reading is more so like you do have this inner strength within you. You have done something similar to this before. You have dealt with these kinds of emotions before, and you have come out the other side better for it. And this is an opportunity for you to take what you learned before and apply it here to move forward and move through this the best way that you can. Because what's coming up, okay, Halen is sitting on some of my cards, but we have the Two of Wands reversed, the Witch reversed, and the Star reversed. The Star reversed is indicating that lack of hope and optimism. The Witch reversed, aka the Magician reversed, is showing that you're having a hard time believing in yourself, that you can do this, that you can create. That's what the Magician's all about, is using the resources around you to build and create whatever it is you want. She wants to play with my hand right now. You silly girl, we're in the middle of a reading. It's not playtime, silly. And so the Two of Wands is showing that because of the lack of hope and the lack of belief in yourself, you're not moving forward. Two of Wands is about planning and getting a good idea of where you're at and where you want to go and how to get there. And I think all of this fear is clouding your perspective with negativity. But in reality, look who we have here. We have the Queen of Wands. Wands goes hand in hand really with the Magician because it's about that creative energy. Wands is associated with the fire element, which is about passion, creativity, building, working on a project. So I absolutely believe that you do have the power and strength in you to move through this, to continue and not give up, and to be brave and strong. Again, regardless of how it comes out, how it turns out. Okay, I want to take a look at our bonus card. Cheralyn, if you don't mind. Thank you. Aw, Queen of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Got two queens here. I love it. Let's see. Can I put... All right. Normally I would put her over here. I'm just putting her over here because we have Cheralyn. Okay, never mind. She left. Okay, so this Queen of Pentacles here, I really don't want to make any promises because it's not super clear, but it is looking good. I think there is definitely a pretty good chance that this is going to, I mean, especially if we are talking about like a job work sort of thing, because with that Pentacles energy, we're talking about like material things like resources, money, or health for sure. I don't know. It could end pretty well. There's a pretty decent chance this is going to end how you would like it to. But regardless of if that actually does happen, this Queen of Pentacles is definitely telling me that you will be fine. If you're like really scared of your entire world blowing up or losing something, I don't think you need to be very scared of that. I think as long as you are following your intuition and doing what feels right and what feels good, more or less, even if it is kind of scary, I think you will be provided for, and I think you'll be fine. I think this is a learning experience, just like most things in life. Yeah, so moral of the story, yeah, I think you definitely have reason to feel hopeful. I think you definitely should continue moving. And again, go back to whatever it is we were talking about here. Again, this is likely something that happened a long time ago that you are like pretty over, you know? What lessons did you learn from this that you can bring with you into this current situation? And unfortunately, I don't think I can give you that answer, but I think there is something you can take with you. So, yeah, I think I'll wrap it up there. Like I said, this was a pretty straightforward one. But if you have any questions about this, or if you'd like any part of this clarified, please let me know. You can leave a comment, or you can just reach out to me, whichever you prefer. On the shorts part of my channel, I have hundreds of shorts videos where I talk about each of the cards. I talk about their upright meaning, their reversed meaning, as well as any symbolism within the cards. So if you're feeling particularly drawn to any of these cards, or if you'd like a little more information, a little more information about any of them, highly recommend you go check that out. If I could recommend a card for you to look at, definitely Queen of Wands. I feel like that's the energy. If you tap into that, that's how you'll be the most successful. But again, it's not so much about Bless you. It's not so much about whether or not you actually do get what you want. It's more about finding that strength to move through this and stay optimistic and hopeful even when it's hard. And believe in yourself, right? So anyway, Taurus moons, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!